Hi, I'm Sangye and I work at Evergreen Cemetery, which is owned by the Ma. I came here 4 years ago because of a jar. An object of my research was at Evergreen Cemetery, and Evergreen Cemetery was having a volunteer orientation, but I had to join the Ma. And while I was waiting, there was an exhibit called the memory jar. Put a memory in a jar and put it on the shelf. So when I did that, I went in there and I saw all these great things. And then I just felt compelled to write a big memory. And I realized that that was just what a jar was for. It was putting in those memories of things that you want to leave behind. So I did that. It made me think about injustice and lost things and needing to tell the stories of people. I looked at my new research subject with that idea and I thought, oh my God, that is what happened here. That's why I have to take this on. The story of Andrew Jackson Sloan, it's a really fantastical story about banditos and a drunken, raging white guy who got ambushed and taken out because he was bad-tempered. And it didn't make any sense to me living on near the site that this happened. Something was wrong with that story, but the only way I could upset a 40-year-old tale was by data. We had to come here. We had to come here in the archives. It was the only place we had to go that had all the records from that one set of restorations. And actually it ended up being a very different story than the one that's told. But people love mysteries, and when they want to get lost in a mystery, they want to get lost in a book. So I had to rebuild his life and his story. I made timelines, I collected news articles, and that became the book. When I first started down this path with A.J. Sloan, I was discouraged quite a bit. And it wasn't until I met a family member of the other side of the Latino culture that I understood how powerful the wrong kind of story could be. When I told him my theories, I said, you know, it's quite possible your family member had nothing to do with this. He broke down into tears because he'd grown up with this idea that his badass great-uncles caused a lot of issues. And it gave a sense of vindication for the strong Latino culture that's here. Here we have this thriving, diverse culture, and it's time to kind of heal all of that. And I felt like these stories were a way to do that. The only way to understand the conflict is to understand the history behind it. And then maybe we can all find a common ground to talk. And Ma gave me an opportunity from that jar, just putting the jar on the shelf saying, here, share your stuff. And it's okay to share. That's a big deal for me. It's okay to share. I think that stories help connect us from the past to the future. Bringing the past alive for people and telling them about these people's lives is one way to help them connect and understand that the human experience has no time.